flames seem to be getting much, much bigger, and in fact, it does seem that some of the firefighters are retreating a little bit from that fire. They're really struggling to get it under control, and as you can hear, more fire engines are on the way. So for a lot of Londoners, this is it's a pretty shocking sight to see in the middle of their office day.
Right. Well, I mean, if you have 160 firefighters and 12 fire engines, you're really pouring all your resources, or as much of your resources as you can, on a single structure, it seems.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the big concern here is they don't want it to spread to historic buildings. And again, those propane tanks are at this point the #1 priority, making sure the fire doesn't get to them.
Now, just as we continue to look at this picture, and by the way, just to give our viewers the backstory, if you will, sorry to steal our the show's name there on CNN International, but we are looking for more video, other angles, basically, to get a sense of what this looks like from an overall perspective of the skyline of London, because this is a closer look at the actual block of neighborhoods, if you will. Now I'm a little clearer there on what's going on. You can see on the left-hand side of the screen the roof, it looks like, of one of the buildings in that historic part of London that's on fire, still burning, actively burning. Now, on the right-hand side of the wall there, what you see is kind of an overall look at the skyline itself. There are people there gathered on the sidewalk, and the police and officials have cordoned off some of the sections there where perhaps it is a danger to people who either they have been evacuated from the building itself, or people who are just simply passersby told to look, back off. This is a dangerous place to be right now for you. So there you have it. Atika Schubert, briefly there to wrap things up. What's the mood on the street?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that, Hala?
The mood among the people who were evacuated from the buildings. What's going on there?
Well, they're definitely shocked. Certainly office workers that were very close to the scene, they were pretty surprised to see this. They got a number of really dramatic pictures of these huge flames at the building next door, but they were quickly evacuated. Most people, though, seem to think, that the response so far has been quick enough, and they've been evacuated fairly quickly. But again, they just want to see this fire kept brought under control, and it's been going for some time now.
All right. Very dramatic pictures. And, anytime you have a fire in London that looks like it's a severe fire, or that in any way it's still an active live fire, it's something that worries people in London that has a history of these fires. And Atika there was mentioning that there are many rules in central London to avoid fires that have devastated in centuries past portions of this city. You can't have wood-burning fireplaces, that kind of thing. So there are many rules. People just want to absolutely make sure that this kind of thing does not get out of hand. What you're seeing there on the right-hand side of the wall are police officers in London telling people to just get out of the way, let firefighters do their job, try to battle the flames. On the left-hand side, that's a live picture of a portion of that building on fire. There's no other way to say it. And white smoke. It was black. It's turned white, curling up from the rooftop of the office building. What you're seeing in the foreground there is a historic library, and many rare and ancient documents are stored there. It's the Mon Library. And I'm told, there you go. That's a Google map. That's going to give you an idea of an aerial view of where the fire is actually raging in that portion of the building. Let's zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Quite a lot more. And there you have it. That's the Mon Library. Now, the Mon Library is not on fire. Don't worry, anyone. It's just right near the office building that is on fire. And also, if there are any worries about individuals, you can put those to rest. Fire officials are saying everybody was evacuated and nobody has been hurt. So you see what part of the city this is going on in. This is close to St. Paul's Cathedral. For anyone who's familiar with London, it's a historic district in London, although, quite frankly, practically every district in London is historic when you're talking about central London. So we will continue to monitor this. Another thing we are looking out for right now is the